It's funny. I was talking to a person today. He's a third-year law student trying to get in the world of college athletics, just gave up the law firm world. And he said, really, what is the most important skill that you need to have leading an athletic department? Which I thought was a good question. And, it is such a people business, right? You have to have the ability to get along with people and connect with people. But it's a highly complex organization that you have to manage under a microscope, I think, is what I tried to explain. Because your decisions are highly scrutinized. You're not a CEO of a business that people don't worry whether you change out your executive VP or your CFO. But here, every decision you make is under a microscope because it's pretty visible to everybody. And so it's just highly complex. And I would say that, the importance of your leadership at your university is invaluable. It really is. That's a really important relationship that you have to work at. And hopefully you are aligned because you can get a lot done and build your athletic department into a real source of pride for your university when you can.
Boy, I really appreciate that. I'm so fortunate that we get to work with, university presidents, CFOs, GCs, and stuff like that, and so many of these sort of transformational moments that we're, again, fortunate enough to work on. And that is so well said. When you're getting that first job, you're so eager to be an AD. It's not guaranteed to happen, right? It happens for an elite few. And then when there's that big promotion, let's say that next giant opportunity, and you're moving to a well-resourced school or whatever it might be, there's just that eagerness to find yourself in that seat. It's pretty hard to exercise that discipline to say, is this the right leadership and are we connected? I've seen exceptional athletic directors run into real problems, right, when there isn't that alignment. And boy, it takes real discipline to interview your way out of a job, right? Or to select your way out of a job when you don't see that. But that's true. You're just going nowhere with some of these administrators. There's so much risk aversion. I know I talk about this too much in the collegiate world that holds us back from being what we could be. But people aren't going to cost themselves their jobs, or usually they won't. A few brave people have by going too far, too fast for the appetite of others. In fact, in almost all those scenarios, I think the risk that person was taking was acceptable. And any of the mistakes that came from it were reasonable trade-offs for moving forward into the future, but it cost them their job. And that's not what people do. They keep their job as opposed to doing what's right for the entity. The only way to avoid that conflict is to be in total alignment, right? Choose the right university leadership.
And it can change, AJ. The reality is it changes. And so you have to stay connected to those who matter. And frankly, everybody matters.
You have a new president coming and you don't know who that person will be, right?
No, you'll adjust and adapt and you have to. So, and I'll just say, publicly, I think, AJ, I appreciate the friendship, and Navigate's been a great resource to us as an external viewpoint, sometimes bringing up ideas that we might not see because we, live in this collegiate space and on a campus and in a university environment. And so I just appreciate the knowledge that you guys have imparted to us at times, the helpful data, the looking at a problem differently. It's been an asset to me as a leader, but certainly our department. And I think the relationships that you've built, certainly at Pitt and along the way with colleagues and friends, it's been meaningful and genuine. So I appreciate that.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, you know as well as anybody that we're not perfect and no one can perfectly predict the future. So I really appreciate you saying that because we are trying to do right by everybody. And I am so grateful that you're in my life, and that we've had the chance to kind of go on this journey and all these different stops together. And I know it's not over. I know that there's a brighter and bigger future for you and Pitt in front of us. But thank you for those kind words.